inspired by an article that I read in Vanity Fair by an author by the name of Alexandra Fuller. She's a Wyoming author, and she wrote about, Let's Not Go to the Dogs Tonight was one of her books. She wrote a book called The Legend of Colton Bryant, and that is what this song is kind of taken from. The oil and gas drilling in Pinedale. Pinedale is near Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and they have a lot of wildlife there, and they depend on the migration corridors. I can tell you more about that if you want to know. But anyway, I like protest songs. I just think that they're cool. I grew up with them. It was one of the reasons I learned to play the guitar. This one is a story song. It's about families who lived in that general vicinity, Pinedale, Wyoming. It was a sweet little sleepy town. And what sometimes happens when you get a boom and bust economy is people from the outside move in and set up man camps and red light districts and weird stuff like that in a sweet little, sweet, sleepy town. And there's more crime. And I know all of this is uplifting and a Christmassy kind of song, right? Okay, it's called Boomtown Blues. And it's kind of a talking blues. Holly and Levi, third generation cowboys, and their cousin that they nicknamed the Kid, rope moving like a wave of silver water circling way up high, round and round above their head, working like dogs just to get ahead, to put food in their mouths and trying to keep a roof above their heads. Most of their friends are out on the oil patch or out of state or in the penitentiary with its broken lash. Always says you can't branch long if you don't know how to be still. Holly was one of the greatest, toughest cowgirls that this country has ever produced. There's a photograph of her in the restroom of the museum at Big Piney, population 462. She ended up not far from her parents' ranch. Mineral rights won over surface rights, now it's an oil patch. But the deer and the antelope will not play, even though the oil execs have offered them a raise in pay. She's trying to keep from saying, last one to leave, please turn out the lights. Put your soul back into the land once it's gone. You can't put a right into your face once it's wrong. What's happening to our heart brain when the deer and the antelope play? Now smoke out of the Wind River Range, and our bleak brownish background stain cross the horizon, and it looks so strange from the oil and gas dripping on heaven's hot flame, heaven's hot flame, heaven's hot flame. Levi lives at Trappers Point, half-mile wide, Pronghorn Antelope Migration Corridor. There's a drawing of him at 18, a rodeo rider, second in the nation in his senior year. first left school, he found work on a ranch up north. Used to break in colts. He was a small-town rebel with old-fashioned cowboy manners, handsome on his horse. On that